This is the stage, Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the FIU Panthers and the New Mexico State Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Panthers head coach. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Aggies offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Panthers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense.
Breaks away on the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking long. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ford International comes out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Might have a chance. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it up.
Just steamrolling the defense. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Panthers have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. There he goes. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. FIU trying to pick up the first. It's 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Coming out with it, it's Pride. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The run inside. It's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rides to back and leaves it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another 1st down on this drive. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Running inside, it's Jones. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Aggies. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. From the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Makes a catch. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Stone. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Webster. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's Jones. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Complete on the left to Williams. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Looking downfield very late in the half. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Arizona taking on the number 11 team, the Kansas State Wildcats.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the returner will be knocked down. to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, the FIU head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Panthers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Handoff from the gun. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do...
There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Keeps it on the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, really nice.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So that drive covered just 4. yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, unfortunately. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Handoff to the single back. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting 1st downs, running the clock.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida International. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own.
Well, that's a great job by the offense responding after your defense just gave up a touchdown. But here's a situation where you want to go for 2 and make this a 9-point game. You kick an extra point, it's only 8, and the opponent, if they go down the field and score, could tie it up if they hit the 2-pointer. So I think the analytics in this situation are telling you, you want to go.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The run inside. It's Jones. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Looking downfield, it's Webster. Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the FIU sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Just feeds the running back. Maybe a crease. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Let's see what they've got on second down. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the well. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. FIU set up with another 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Second down now after the sack. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. To the air, it's Webster. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Breaks loose. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. And they spike it to stop the clock. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.